No! Take a seat. Must not be emotional. Take a seat, honorable members. Honorable members, can you be in order? Please, let's allow the honorable member to speak. Honorable Minister, why are you rising?
No, I want to understand what this young boy is talking to.
No, Honorable Minister, that's not the point of order.
Listen to this young man.
No, take a seat. Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, why are you rising?
No, I want to understand what this young boy is talking to.
No, Honorable Minister, that's not the point of order.
Listen to this young man.
No, take a seat. Honorable Minister.
You can't. Minister, you must plead and we must keep quiet.
No, Honorable Member.
You to admit when you are wrong. You are sleeping.
Honorable Minister.
You are sleeping on duty.
Honorable Member.
You are sleeping on duty.
Order. Honorable Judge, order. Honorable members, honorable self, please proceed.
Station will the True FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Station will the nation. FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
Good morning. Good morning, folks. It's great to be back. This is the TBS, the Truth Breakfast Show, 9 to 6 for 1. We're back on a Tuesday morning. Welcome, folks, to Liberia's biggest breakfast show, the 25th of June. And we're right here to serve you breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. So much to talk about. This is where national unity begins. Truth FM, 18 years ago, still in this professional business. Good morning to the 15 counties in the land and breath of the Republic of Liberia. The love of liberty brought us together. Going deep down into our justice systems, let justice be done to all. And our morning motivation this morning comes from Pastor Alfred Milton. Oh yeah. When you help people these days, pray for them also because of the spirit of ungratefulness is at work in many. People forget soon Yeah, there's one over. Morning motivation. Pastor Alfred Milson. When you help people these days, don't just help them, pray for them, because the spirit of ungratefulness, the spirit of ungratefulness is at work in many. People forget so soon. This is our morning motivation. Affirmation, Christ Ambassador Liberia. Good morning, folks. Let's have a great time serving breakfast. If you wake up in the morning, think for a better Liberia. The three branches of government. Good morning, our president. Yes, it's always good to greet the president, the face of Liberia, the president. Good morning, His Excellency, President Joseph Human Boykai, President of the Republic of Liberia. Good morning to our southern listeners. Just give me your two fingers hands up this morning, our southern listeners. If you're watching us, you're listening up to the radio, put a smile on your face. You don't call, you don't text. Thanks so much for the trust. This is the TBS. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Oral Roberts. Marka B. Davis. Serve you breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. In the midst of all I will do. Country first. Liberia first. Yes, good morning, Marka. How you doing this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning.
Good morning, Onu, and good morning to our many listeners and followers this morning. You adopted a habit of calling my full name Marka B. Davis.
Yeah. Yes, I won when you're appointed.
Do you know the meaning of B?
The B is from the B.
The B.
Like different name in
Hold
the
on.
back. Yeah, a different name. You know, you had a couple of posts some time ago.
Mhm.
And I saw your 10 years ago picture. I said, yeah, God is indeed wonderful. You mean this boy had left Nimba County and came to Monrovia?
Mhm.
Yeah, and turned out to be a full professional man.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
One of these days, don't mind that you go back to serve your people.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It is. You know what happened is that some people abuse when their people give them opportunity to serve them.
Mhm.
It is an honor for your people to trust you to serve them, but other people, once you give them the power, they become your bosses instead of them
Mhm.
remaining the servant they were.
Mhm.
They become the bosses now. They will be dictating to the course of how the district is supposed to be run, how the town's supposed to be run,
Mhm.
and they just do whatever they want to do. But it is a privilege if your people, in fact, for people to even petition you,
Mhm.
it's a privilege.
Mhm.
So in the future, who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Everyone is almost a politician. So
Mhm.
yes, absolutely. So the B is actually Bazay.
Baze.
Bazay is my family name. Yes.
Baze.
Bazay. Yes. Bazay.
Michael Baze,
Baze
David.
Davis,
Imagine that kind of name.
Yeah, Bazay.
Tell him, miss it.
Yeah. Tiawan knows my late father, Omer David Bazay.
Oh, Baze.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Tell him for the same content though.
Oh yes.
Uh,
In fact, we are running neighboring towns.
Okay.
Yes.
So Yantuan came missing.
No, you cannot miss it.
How about the bluff love maker tie one way?
That knows my family very well. In fact, my hometown was one of Ta's strong support base.
Okay.
And my niece is even on his team.
Okay.
Yes. Olivia Dunn
Tie.
is my niece.
Who
Yeah.
tie from your district?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
He's from my district.
You get it that with your love maker? We don't know it all.
Yeah, I'm a love maker, a b-ball. But God there. Yeah. As long as he's reaching out to our people and doing what he's supposed to do, we don't have problem. It's nothing personal,
Yeah.
We just want them to do the right thing because they went to our people in the interior, campaigned to them, made some promises to them. So once you deliver on these promises and our people are happy, we are happy. It doesn't have to be us in Monrovia here.
Yeah.
Here we can reach out, we can do things and stuff like that, but life is very difficult for our people in the rural parts of the country.
Great. So yesterday, as you come in shortly, I tried to give myself a reflection, and I was looking at those who are appointed and working in this current administration. Yes, giving a reflection, I'm saying, well, years back, these people were never in government. Individually, let's forget about the Unity Party. Those of you who the president appointed, the offices you are in, just give yourself a reflection. Are they working in the interest of the people? You're not a director general, you're not minister, you're not assistant minister proper. The position you are in today.
And some of you had
Yeah.
no hope.
No, at all. I was just flipping through, and the way the social media now adding things up. As soon as Marka B. David as superintendent, when you make a post, everybody will go away.
Yeah.
The how it looking like.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief. So before then, those in George we are government, right? When they had a post before, the comments can be heavy. Now the attention, when my man Kalasco and other people post now, the comments less.
That's what it is.
Less view.
Like Golden Heart will say on a video post, let me break it down.
Yeah, let me break it down.
Let me break it down.
Yeah.
O'Neill is trying to say that it is a privilege for you to occupy public office. Yesteryears, the people who were there and they faded away, and you are on the scene. What you have to do is not to become that bossy, even though you may be a boss, not to be that bossy, not to claim entitlement to that position. Bear in mind that Mr. A was here yesterday, Mr. B was here, they left, and I am here, so I will also be leaving. So your point should be, what legacy are you leaving? That even when anything happen, the president suspend you, your workers will be, or your colleagues will be like, hey man, we miss him. We hope that the president don't be someone that when they say the president suspend you, everybody say, thank God.
Thank God. And there's some people left government, no legacy.
Absolutely.
People don't even think about that.
It is a privilege, not a right.
Yeah.
So some of you believe that because you are part of the ruling party, so it is your right to get a job. Like I've told the president time without number, the only guarantee for people to stay on their job in this administration is performance. It should not be about being a unity partisan. It should not be about being somebody who knows somebody closer to the minister of state or to the president or to the pro tem or to some of the senior trusted senators. No.
May you secure on the job.
Your performance should be your job security.
Yes. Good morning to our president. Someone says close to the president, the love when we greet the president every morning. Of course, Boyka is our president. He's president for us. We must give him the due respect. But that's not give us the fact that what belongs, the truth, we can say it, right? He's an elder man. He's father of the nation. And some of you will be replaced very, very soon. You like it or not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like airplane ticket in your wallet.
You'll be replaced, yes. And Marka, before you do your lineup, this is one of the things that gave George Weah a very difficult time. You remember, was it on the weekend? Be there or be there. Be there or be there. When I die, he himself was saying it, right? It was in that same interview saying, well, with my team, you have the first half player and the second half player. We never saw the second half player in George Weah 6 years. And I'm sure Joseph Boyka would not want to repeat it. People come up for a job, the executive mansion will all pop back and forth with the president, and some of you are not performing. You are working on your own individual interests. That's what we do. We call on the president. If no business as usual, the bench is rebel. Players are on the bench. 1 week can make a change in the football game. Just a minute of a player. Maybe the main first touch could result into a goal. So some of you are just there on Facebook. This second me. Some of them, they just posting. You finish getting a job. Work, and leave this social media.
I think that you compete with opposition.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yes, and one elderly man said it the last time on the show. Social media.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, do the work. Send your message to the Liberian people through the traditional media. Let them understand when it comes from our farms. Let them listen to the radio and hear what the public works minister is saying about road connectivity in the country. Let the information minister be telling our Liberian people in the hinterlands about what the government new policies are, what are the good things happening. That's what the people want to hear. Our people in the interior don't have Facebook.
No.
They don't have Facebook.
They don't.
And people who are using Facebook in this country, they do not make up 30% of the voting population. I don't want to say the entire country population.
Yeah.
Let me just say it to the voting population.
Yes.
You understand?
You're right.
So communicate with our people. The government must communicate with our people, not on Facebook, And the president is not that Facebook freak. The last
No,
time he
no.
just wrote, he said Liberia rise again.
It was
Think
finished.
Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia.
And
That was it.
that's it.
But the deputy director, the directors, the
Everybody.
commissioners, the ministers, the deputy minister, everybody, they're competing with Carrasco on Facebook.
It's very bad.
Why you want to? Why you want to prove? Why do you ask the Liberian people for they give it to you?
Nothing
They
to
give it
prove.
to you. The people just want to see an outcome of their vote. The promises you made to them.
It's sometimes I feel sorry for Germany, PI, and others. And some of the news at at Mika press briefing is not more enjoyable because the guys are not given a chance to do that work. They should be the one breaking the news. Instead,
But sometimes before you go to Mika,
you already feeling knowing what they come and say.
explaining what they're going
Yeah,
to say.
that's why you're going for Mika again.
So sometimes the news we do in Monrovia, we're not doing it for the Monrovia folks. We are doing it for our people in the interior, so that they can know exactly what government is doing.
Judge, Marka, share your experience at least for 1 minute. You've been to Lofa in the past 5 days or so, right?
Exactly.
You've been in the county. Just share your experience with us.
So these are some of the issues that and it was good that I did not decline that invitation to go across the country. Our people, some media colleagues who all went together, and our people, the life our people live is not as perfect as what you maybe sometimes envision in this place. However, our people are committed. They remain committed to striving to feed themselves. But let me tell you, how many persons do you see with smartphone?
Nigeria.
In Nigeria, how many persons do you see with smartphone? You are traveling, you see the people along the road. Look, let me tell you, y'all gotta do good though, because at school hours you see families and their children going on the farm. Why are the children supposed to be in school? You go to some of the schools, no doors, no floor, and leaking roofs and all of these things. Health facilities poor, and we just here. And we sit in Monrovia, we want to go on social media and just believe. Look, when you go in the interior, you only listen to the see the people listening to radio. They only listen to radio that's their source of information.
To know.
Yes, they don't go to Facebook, they don't go to Instagram, they don't go to whatever social media platform because they don't even have. Some of them don't have access to internet.
Okay.
So if you are here, have the opportunity to improve life for the people, and you think you are doing social media competition as a minister or somebody who is in the agriculture ministry who's supposed to be focusing on the extension aspect of agriculture to ensure that services reach the farmers, the struggling farmers, and you think that social media will do it, it is not working. And sincerely, Onu, I want to appreciate the Ministry of Agriculture because and thanks to the World Bank too, because the STARP and the ReTrap project is making an impact on agriculture in the country, I must admit. I went to 2 big rice processing mills in Lofa, one in Foya and one in Vanjama. The capacity is huge. Even they are looking for rice to mill.
Look at that. And these are things we should be running with on the social media. Yeah.
So we were saying amongst ourselves that if at least each political district have this kind of rice mill, that they are buying the rice from the farmers at the same time, they are making farms. You think once the people have access to market, they will start to produce. There's a lot we can do. So our people in the interior, they are challenged. I must say the fact, they are challenged. The way things are in Monrovia is not the same thing in the interior part of the country. There are some places they are struggling with access to road. And to be fair, when we went to Lofa, there was not much struggle with road because it was only from Basin went to Vonjaman that at the time was still on a rehabilitation. But as it is now, I think they have less than 15% to complete that.
Wow.
Because work was ongoing when we were coming back. Where we left them, when we came back, we met them far ahead. So I believe by now they are close to Vonjaman. So there was not too much struggle with the part of Lofa we went Foya, Kolahun, around Vanjama and straight Zozo coming to Banga. There was not much challenge with road. In Nimba, we didn't see much challenge with roads. Even in Bonkande, we didn't see, even though we didn't go to all part of the counties, but where we went, we saw some little relief when it comes to the road. That one I can be clear with it.
Great, beautiful PR this morning.
Yes, it is PR fine. But
Yeah, I mean it's good.
It
It's
must
good.
be the fact.
Yeah,
Yes.
my beautiful PR is good because nowadays, if the president just set us to monitor all your government officials, monitor it on the social media, they just fighting. There are ministers in this government. You see, I was starting to show this morning because it's getting too much. Marka, good morning. Most of your lieutenant, your ministers, your cabinet, right? They just throwing jobs on the social media back and forth. Why you see
opposition people going back and
forth on social media?
What are you trying to prove?
Nothing.
What you fought for in 2023, you have it already. You have something to prove to the Liberian people.
Someone throw to us.
And you have nothing to prove to the opposition.
One managing director say, "Let them talk. Let them continue to talk while we're working."
Okay. But anyway, before I do the lineup, let's play that by giving the lineup.
Yeah, let's do it.
Before we do the lineup, I say a pleasant good morning and a happy birthday to Big Brother Emmett Hammond.
Amen.
The man is doing double celebration. I think his baby is I think 2 weeks old.
Okay.
And he's celebrating his birthday, and today we want to wish you all the best. And yes, we wish you all the best.
Emmett, happy birthday to you. I'm seeing it. Let me get Emmett a tag on the Facebook. Those of you watching, you see what make David Coty so popular? David was not popular on social media.
Yeah.
Yes, David Coty have almost 1,000 fan requests.
Yeah.
So let's give Emmett a lot of followers this morning. Those of you watching, this is Emmett Hammer. Oh, look at Emmett, baby. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Happy birthday, baby.
He said, following this morning live for Emmett Foreign Exchange Bureau.
Very good.
And a happy birthday to me.
Exactly.
Yes.
Emmett is celebrating his birthday today. We want to celebrate you. You know, again, let me say this. Whether you want to call it confession or testimony, however you want to say it.
Go ahead.
But this young man,
very good.
He's a big brother. This young man is a true follower and a true friend and a true family person. This is a man who sits by himself. No, but I don't even know how some of us here
contact
numbers. You will just wake up one weekend and something is done with no request, no alarm, nothing. You know, sometimes I wonder, but why Emmett does this? So when I go to do my research in RCI, I'm not the only person. Yes.
Good researcher.
Yeah.
and interesting, the Emmett came on the compound. I was passing by the guy and he held my hand. I said, "What happened, Chief?" He said, "No, I'm Emmett." I said, "Really? You are?" I said, "Yes." Anyway.
So this is a man when you visit Kakata on your different OPS, the man will force you go to a house, he will give you the treat you deserve. Even if you don't want to do something that no
you don't know it all.
If you don't know it all. You don't want to drink coffee. Emmett will make you drink coffee. You know,
they don't be jealous.
So Emmett is a good man. We want to say congratulations to you. You don't do that for anything. You have no. If I ask you, what are you? One day I ask you, do you have any ambition? Say me, I beg you.
In the country there.
Yeah, let's say I'm doing my market. I don't get time for that political thing, dragging people here and there, distract people. Sometimes you waste your resources and all of that. But this young man is a family man, supporting a lot of children in school and doing a lot of things just in his own little way. These are people who have impact on the world. They say wherever you say your little corner, make your impact to be remembered. It is not because Emmett can call and check on us, but he is doing it to people who some are not even his families in Margibi County. Anybody from Margibi, especially Kakata, can call and attest to what I'm telling you. He's supporting some children at BWR and having a touch on people's lives each of the day, including some of us sitting here.
I beg you, I should go petition him.
One day we'll petition him.
So
you will run away.
All of the blues car, that day I came from work, they had a petition thing come about. I thought this group just came to my house and said, well, we came to see you, man, with you. Yes, we've been dragging this for a long. I feel nice, but time you represent the people, the young people in District 13. I said,
you don't play football here for long.
Yeah, you play.
You don't inform us. You don't provide help through football material.
Yeah, you club team president.
And all that one there. I turn to be.
You been in the classroom back and forth.
Were you expecting it?
No, I didn't see it coming. Yes, but anyway, it's a good thing.
And sometimes it is not, whatever the situations are, whatever the challenges may be, it is not good when people ask you to do something, you deny it. Because there will come a time in the future that you will want to take that initiative yourself, and the people will say no. When we came to you, you said you were not ready. Since you are coming back to us, we too are not ready for you.
We're ready for
So
you.
always take the challenge. Whatever the results will be, it is what God wants it to be.
And my biggest regret before you do your lineup, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know whether this will live for me for the rest of my life. My biggest regret, I said to the people, I don't have money. And they said, well, it's not about money.
Mhm.
That's how I fall in the hand of the current senator now.
Mhm. Senator Dillon?
Senator Darius Dillon.
Okay.
Yes.
At the time,
The late Charles Bronskin. Yes, before Bronskin, before
Bronskin
Dillon.
was still alive.
Yes, still alive.
Mhm.
Bronskin said, let me see this young man who wants to be a representative. And Dillon said, the man don't have money. That thing can play with my spirit, Marka. Then 2 years later, my man too say he want to be senator. And what was happening? We'll put it $1 for him. Yeah.
And we provided the Truth FM platform.
Yes. So
and when he was doing interview here, a lady walked here and presented $20.
Yeah.
A market woman.
A market woman.
Walked here and presented $20. Me, magazine get $20.
I said to myself, but the ones that got money, then he himself to contest it. Then he said, well, man, let's leave that thing. Anyway, but I think the rest is history. When we see these things happen in the Western world, people who they identify have potential in the state, people rally around for them. Because you want the best decision for your district, for your country, your county, and even up to the presidency. The good ones most time are not selected. They are not elected. That's why we go through a lot. Anyway, beautiful introduction. We have to do this for the country. I mean, Liberia is becoming divided every day. They have feelings. I listened up to a guy before you do it. The guy said, look, today me and Henry Costa will been friends from childhood, but today we don't speak anymore.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine that? Because of politics.
Because of politics.
Because of politics, me and Pedro Costa, we don't even say hi and hi anymore. And I said to myself, I said, wow, is this playing on the other country, but just Liberia?
And he's just one person who is speaking it out.
And there are many. There are many.
Thousands of them.
There are
They were
many.
friends before. Some of them attended the same high school. Some of them were in the same universities. Some of them been to places. They've been part of organizations. They have coexisted. They have done a lot. But just in the past 12 or 6 years, these relationships have been broken.
Yes.
Because of people's interest. Because of politics. And politics, I mean, it's a sign of leadership. Politics is to help develop country, produce leaders and stuff. But we do politics now. I think to say, I mean, it's a kind of war.
So in there are many. Oh, this is just one. Imagine this: if I don't support your side, you have become an enemy. That's how this country has turned into be. So any president that comes will not be easy for you. Yes, even Boga leaves, so the next president that will come will feel the same pressure because of this.
And so what happens is like it becomes like a league. Once it is their time, we'll play the negative politics. We'll play the dirtiest politics. Once it is their time, so it is a ball game. When the other team comes there, the same attack. When they switch the other way, the other team will get the same attack. So all of these things, young people, potential people who are supposed to be collaborating and forming enterprises are now enemies because of politics in the country. This is sad.
Very sad. Yes. Good morning, folks. The Breakfast Show 96.1. This introduction is very good. I know you're also actually bring the lineup. It's very good for our country. It's very, very good.
We are bringing the lineup. It is you versus us.
Yes.
Today.
This.
Yes. So health tapes will come out shortly with David Kuti, and that will be followed by the review of the local dailies. This show is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. Again, in our studio chat this morning on the first segment, President Marka to light up Monrovia for the July 26th celebration. We've been saying that. And we as well call on the Public Works Minister attention to the many damaged roads across the capital. Oh, yes, I'll talk about this very well. Yes, again, as you heard in the news last night, that news came 3 minutes.
To 12?
3 minutes to the news time.
Okay.
Yes, to the 8 o'clock news time.
Okay.
So many stations that do story news around 7, they didn't have it.
Okay.
It was Truth FM who had it last night when the president took that decision to relieve Dr. Nelson of his post as president of the University of Liberia. Well, we'll talk about that also. And We'll bring you some communication written to former President Salif and former President Weah by government officials who were asking for permission to travel. They didn't just wake up one morning because somebody trusts you and say, well, come and do this piece of job for the country and for the administration. Then you become your own boss, they bring some money, just get on fly, poop, you gone. But the reason you can be traveling, I'll mention some.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll mention some of the reasons.
And I have a couple of communications here.
Yes. So we'll talk about that. When cabinet members are traveling, they write the president for permission and they are granted permission before they leave. At the House of Representative James Collette, Representative James Collette is recently vocal about issues at the legislature, especially fueled by the $75,000 to process ID card for staffers of the House. We will also talk about that this morning. Workers at Futa Corporation calling on the Ministry of Labor to come to their aid. They say they have been contractors since 2009 up to present. But and what does the decent work act says about contract?
Futa Corporation.
What? That's too much. So at 8:40 to 9:10 or 10 after 9 this morning, we'll bring you the segment of the leaders. We give you the opportunity to make your points on some of the key points of discussion this morning on the show as usual. 9:15 this morning, we bring you entertainment, sports, commercials brought to you by our sponsors, Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. At 9:20 to 10 o'clock this morning, serious call to the President Joseph Boakai to visit public health facilities across the country. The challenges facing our health sector, these are things we will be talking about this morning. Like I just started in passing, some of the challenges to these health facilities in the interior part of the country, they are deplorable, and we believe even the bigger facilities are having some of these major challenges. So we will be talking about that this morning. In the midst of all, country first. It's you versus us this morning.
Great, beautiful lineup. Those are the Breakfast Show. Great collaboration on the Breakfast Show. Let's bring you help to David Ernest Cote Davis. I mean, we have to do this for our country. That's why we took a couple of your time this morning. Yes, there is on the standby right now to run up with our health tip this morning. Right here on the TBS. Let's bring on David Ernest Cote. Good morning. You live. Good morning.
Good morning to Ambassador Davis. No woman would be willing to take you to the bathroom for the rest of her life. No man would be willing to take you to the bathroom for the rest of his life. Our topic today is called glaucoma. It is a rogue, a silent thief. It can steal your sight unknown to yourself. Before you look, the game is over. What I want you to do for me before I continue is, wherever you're sitting or standing, close your one eye and see what the other one looks like. And see whether you can see your 5 fingers or anything. Then close the other eye and leave the other one open and see what it looks like. Glaucoma is a silent thief because it has no early warning sign or symptom until the case gets worse. There's no cure for glaucoma, but it can be manageable when it is detected early and treated. Like I have done mine for the past 6 years. I have been treating my glaucoma by taking my eye drops morning and evening for roughly 6 years now. But a regular eye test is necessary, but with a qualified and competent ophthalmologist or eye doctor. A lot of people call themselves eye doctors today, especially the case in Cape Town, Mr. Morris, and he's totally blind now today because somebody lied to him and destroyed his eye. Please go to the JFK if you want my advice and do your eye test. Glaucoma destroys the optic nerve or visual cable in the back of the eye. That optic nerve is the one that can help you to see. Blindness from glaucoma is irreversible. Oh yes, nobody can help you. Once you are blind because of glaucoma, you are blind forever and ever, amen. Because it destroys the optic nerve. The optic nerve is the connection that sends visual messages to the brain to help you see. Causes of glaucoma are, number one, age. Once you're over 60, my friend, expect to start having glaucoma. So you need to be checking your eyes to treat it quickly, or else you'll be blind for good. High blood pressure can also cause glaucoma, and also diabetes. But one of the main causes of glaucoma is high pressure in the eye. The body pressure is different from the eye pressure. Your body pressure is normally 120/80, and eye pressure should be between 10 and 20 milligrams. So early detection is the first step. You must do it quickly so that your eye can be saved. Like I said, if you want my advice, go to the GFK. Remember this, men, benign prostatic hyperplasia, I repeat that, benign prostatic hyperplasia or prostate enlargement is a very serious medical condition. Start your prostate after age 40 because it starts growing from that age. It is about the size of a walnut, but when it becomes two or double, then you have a problem. You'll be having problem like when it starts increasing, it can become double or triple. But when it becomes two, you start having problem like frequent urination, pee every minute in the night, or you start to have dribbling. When you pee, as soon as you put your penis back in your closet, small still drop in there. But when it becomes triple, 3 times the size, the normal size, it will squeeze the urethra. And when that happens, you will not be able to urinate or pee. Then the bladder will get full with so pee. The pee got germs and bacteria in there. And what will happen will be surgery will have to take place. A plastic pipe will be put through the penis straight to the bladder, where they will bore a hole, and the plastic pipe that they put in through your penis, they will bore a hole in your bladder so that you can be able to pee. Don't let that happen to you. Don't let it happen. It is painful, it is expensive, and it is risky. You might not even live. So please, check your prostate once you become 40 years old and about. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, David Kote. Thank you so much, David Kote, for our health tip. As a regular feature, let's bring you the review of the papers, just a few we have this morning. So not many papers up this one. I don't know the reason why. Let's bring you the review. So we have in our possession the Front Page Africa. Yes, congratulations to the new editor in chief of the Front Page Africa, my man Gerard.
Yeah, Gerard Quayne.
Yeah, Gerard Quayne, congratulations. I called him, man. Gave a couple of missed calls. They said, yes, man, thank you, man. I received the text message. Congratulations. So let's have the Front Page Africa. It's on the newsstand for $40 Liberian. The front page of the Front Page Africa. What prompted CEO change at Mentor? It's a question mark. This is ArcelorMittal. ArcelorMittal appoints Michael van der Mel as the new CEO of ArcelorMittal Liberia following Josephus Conan retirement. So grab a copy and read the rest of the story on the front page. ArcelorMittal have a new CEO. It's on the front page of the Front Page Africa. The sublead story here, downgraded to Tier 2. Stop human trafficking. It's a sublead story here captured here on the Front Page Africa. And I'm seeing the flag of the United States of America is here on the Front Page Africa. Yeah, on this morning, seeking more independent approaches. Another sublead story here on the Front Page Africa. You can grab a copy and read the rest of the story this morning.
And yes, let's go for the Daily Observer newspaper. On the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper, Wakai Access Nelson appoints Dr. Conte to lead search for new UL president is the lead story on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. I'm seeing the president with members of the board of the University of Liberia Capital on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Another sub-lead story on the front page, NAFA DG denies corruption scandal, says no disbursement without World Bank. Madam Emma Glasgow is seated right on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Lawmakers' indebtedness crippling UMU's operation. Varsity president threatens to publicize names of debtors soon. Oh, okay. So that's
Those were all in there.
yes.
Okay.
And another story: the debt code freezes Western Cluster affiliate companies' accounts over US 40K judgment debt. So that's the front page. Let's go to the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Bank net account balance stands at over $1 million. Superintendent Norris discloses writes CBA authorities to provide full clarity on all financial transactions from August 10, 2021 to June 2024. Well, the superintendent, Howard Norris, is seated on the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. A final story on the back page: Liberia Intellectual Property Office raises awareness on intellectual property rights at Joining Home Film Festival. It's another story there on the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper.
Yeah, so lastly for my end this morning is the Independent. The Independent been on newsstand on the 3 years of critical, investigative, and fair journalism. The front page of the Independent, Buckeyes key officials doing double jobs. Oh. The story is so big. Grab a copy of the Independent. Buckeyes, you should send the president a copy of this paper this morning. Yes, please put this on the desk of the president. President Joseph Boyka, key officials doing double jobs. What's are the double jobs they are doing? Grab a copy and read the rest of the Independence of major story. The president's been captured here on the front page of the Independence. Still on the front page, Walk Band is called Corona Nafa, but the DG said yes. You don't use donor funds with all then approval. We're all seeking approval from our donors. Emma Glasgow, a very strong woman, yeah, who have reformed NAFA. She's on the front page of the Independent. She opened up on yesterday. Let's go to the back page. What the back page? How the back page of the Independent: climate change impacts Liberia. Why is it Dr. Yakbawola still wearing the suit of Tiago Gogolo?
I think it is the papers that are using that.
Yeah,
that
man.
picture.
Yeah, like before, yeah, Yakbawolo wear we're trying to sweep the city. Emmanuel Yakbawolo, the head of the EPA. Yes, on the capture on the back page of the Independent. Grab a cap and read the rest of the story. ArcelorMittal Liberia gets new CEO. Outgoing CEO retire. You can grab a copy and see who's the new CEO of ArcelorMittal Liberia. Well, outgoing CEO retire. Yes, it's on the back page of the Independent. And lastly, misguided witch hunt. Councillor Toll Slim's rights group criticism against Councillor massacre appointment. And I'm seeing a luscious though. Public executive director, is captured here on the back page of the Independent newspaper. Yeah, that's all for my end.
Finally, from my end is the New Republic newspaper. The banner headline: qualifications fall out with exclamation: the war and economic crimes code to Massacre's defense. Where I'm seeing Councillor Massacre capture on the front page of the New Republic newspaper. ArcelorMittal gets new CEO. It's another sub-lead story on the front page. Like yellow machines, like buses, as NTA comes in self-defense after public outcry. I'm seeing the photograph of a branded public transport bus captured on the front page of the New Republic newspaper. On the back page, pro tempore Lawrence honors schools challenges faced by civil servants. I'm seeing Senator Yomli Kanda Lawrence captured on the back page. Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation provides job training opportunities to several students. Mo Ali is also captured there on the back page. That's a sub-lead story on the back page. 3-year-old child rapist jailed for 40 years. Wow. I'm seeing the convict here capture on the back page of the New Republic newspaper. The last story: CSA boss pays homage to civil servants. Josiah Jokai is also captured right here on the back page of the New Republic newspaper.
Yes, thank you so much. Thanks to all of the editors who made it possible this morning. And if you find out most of the papers are not printing on a daily basis because funds, people then struggle,
Not easy. Everybody
Yeah.
following Facebook, you're not buying it.
Yes. They're not buying, they're buying. And the guys don't make money from the people to normally sell. The $50 you pay for the local dailies. I mean, the print media don't make money from them. What they do have to generate funds is from if you run a public service announcement, the people like NGOs, you carry major stories, pictorial. This is where the papers generate the funds from. But the regular sale, don't mind. People send the $40, they don't make money from it at all. Yes. Well, again, I'd like to say thank you. This is the True Breakfast Show, 96.1, the Highland Soul of Liberia. Good morning to our president, the president of the Republic of Liberia. You wake up in the morning, you think about a better country. Yes. The show is proudly sponsored by Orange. Yes, the fastest moving network. Watch out, something big is coming up for the July 26th celebration. Prior to that, Orange have introduced the transfer. If you sending money from your Orange money to another Orange money subscriber is free. There is no service charge. If you're recharging your DSTV, your Satcom to watch the Euro 2024, I mean no service charge. So you need to recharge your Orange. Yes, Orange network. And if you want to withdraw just 1%, is going to be deducted from that money you are taking out. So to all of the service agent around for Orange, please let the customer enjoy this. If someone is going to cash out 5,000, it's just 1% is going to be deducted. I mean, Orange is doing extremely well, and they are expanding day by day in counties. Extending that network, capturing Nima County the last time I make mention.
My hometown.
Yeah, yes. Building up new site. At least you can call now. You call the woman and back. Yes, Nimba, Grand Kid Mount, and there are 31 different sites across the country Orange has set up to have more extending the network through internet, through the voice call, and continue using your Orange money. Don't have a regret. EcoBank, the Pan African Bank, during the course of this week, will bring a team from EcoBank Liberia. The credit card is the only banking institution in this country that have the credit card. No banks have credit card. And credit card makes a big bag in the Western world, in the US, in Europe, and other parts. So Liberia, for the very first time, the Pan African Bank have introduced the credit card. And EcoBank too have gone into this mortgage. You stay away, you want to send money back home for your relative to buy your home, people eating their family money back and forth. So the bank is also getting involved into that. And they are, in fact, launched that campaign as well. So hope to bring a team from EcoBank to explain it more for our Liberians, to benefit the Pan African Bank. Yes, good morning again. This is the TBS with me, O'Neill. And what did B stand for again, you say?
Bazay.
Bazier.
Bazay.
Don't let me be calling Bazier on the show.
Bazay. Bazay.
Bazier.
Bazay.
Someone will say, yeah, good morning, O'Neill, and good morning, Bazier. Or good morning, Aura, and good morning, Bazier.
Yeah, Canadian struggle to pronounce African names.
Bazier.
Zay.
Bazier. We look Attington boys. They claim Ashland boys who have to take them. Bazier.
Bazay.
They kind of name back then, you not enter UL. What do you call your boy? What Bazier come to do at University of Liberia?
Who is Bazay?
Who is Bazier? You know Jax? You know Wellington?
You're not Johnson.
You're not Johnson? You're not Jonathan?
The Dennis's.
The Dennis's, yeah, Bazier. You can't yourself. No, we enjoy your two boy in the country, man.
Yeah, misuse all.
Look,
Now our brother, yeah, one this now. Now our brother in the legislature can play with your this now.
Yeah, the man paying there.
Yeah.
See, my uncle Jonathan Rafford, the late Jonathan Rafford, former information boss. That guy used to bluff. I said, yeah, real Congo boys, using the country boys. Oh, Bazier, Kaito UL, you killing.
Hey, the other is something. Why you mean my computer can online?
The computer will put it in red. I don't care how you type that Bazier.
Yeah.
The computer will still put it in red. We don't know that name. But anyway, good morning. His Excellency Joseph Boyka, the president is preparing to light up the city very, very soon. So if you drive, I think it's starting off from the Painesville, the biggest city in the country. Painesville is the largest city. The quota becomes they're getting the painting, the quotas, the street lights. So very soon, the PCC, the MCC, please work along with community dwellers. You can take the the machines and come and pick the die. The next morning you still see the same die.
Sure.
So please let's engage the community dwellers, move to them and give them direction as to where to get the die. Otherwise, else you come to the cemetery, you clean die every day.
Yeah, so I think for our level, they say proximity is important. Let's talk about city. I think you have a team of people who are experts in promotions and awareness and all of that. You have reliability as the city ambassador. So sometimes these kind of routine community engagement and educating the people about waste management will also help. You know, we can't just blast at them all of the time.
No.
Again, Liberians, what we do on the radio is providing awareness and information.
Very well.
How long will we continue to lash at ourselves for not being able to manage our own, garbage? So again, while we wait on the city corporation to come and provide awareness in the communities and all of that, we need to take initiative as people of ourselves, because obviously you can't live in a filthy place.
No.
So I think we need to take some initiative as citizens. It is wrong for us to collect the garbage from our homes and come and place it, for example, to the Dupont Road cemetery here. Place that we go every March to go and honor our loved one who passed off. After that, we made the same place dump site. That's disrespect to the same people who say we're paying respect to.
Yeah.
We take the dye, we place it right there to the watchtower on the main road there where they used to have the water reservoir. We put it there. That is wrong. In Kakata, for example, the Bombers Road right there in the middle of the city, you're on the dirt there. You're selling chicken feed, you're selling meat, you're selling food, kobo, everything right in that same place. You think you're not spreading sickness?
Kobo.
Yes. Let me say the common way.
So let's do it the community engagement way.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's meet up because the dirt come from the home straight in the street. So the president will light up the city for the July 26th. It's a regular thing. I don't want to say since 1847 because when George Weah light up the city, a sedition wrote that on the social media. Since 1847, Broad Street sees electricity.
Even though Ellen used to do that.
Yeah, on a regular basis.
Yes.
And I saw the comment from Abel Placky. He said, we should cancel the July 26th celebration. Well, that's another discussion for another time. I don't know on what grounds he wants us to cancel the July 26th celebration
this year.
This year, I don't know on what ground. Anyway, it's a strong one. But again, as the president prepares to do that, the PCC boss, the MCC, let's do community engagement and direct the people where to take the diet, and I mean we'll have a clean city. All right, let's get our attention to the state-run university, the University of Liberia, the Luxon Turnberg. The decision of the president, remember, we've been calling on the president to visit the University of Liberia. And when we've been doing that SOS call to the president, having his full attention to visit the state-run university, that same way Soup came up and said, well, the president will be on one day if he comes on the campus. Then Offer 2 had a release. All of the release were precondition. So, Marka, if you go back to Offer conditions laid out for the state-run university, one of the conditions that Salvador Nelson said goodbye to the university. Yes, I still have that possession. So the president in his wisdom and feels that, well, I don't want to say Sawolo was the president, a problem for the institution. He believes that Sawolo Nelson stepped aside because the faculty have pointed all of the issues directly to you. So what do? The students, you're listening. I hope you're following the trend. Now, 2 more press conferences you're having. You've made up the real battleground. Joseph Boyka is trying to resolve the problem. Step aside, Sawolo Nelson, and let's bring on Wu. A man who have known the system for a very long time, who was once president at that university. Ambassador Dr. A. Hassan Conte. For 3 months, identify all of the problems and bring it to my desk and let's move that institution forward. Look, LU, I don't want to say vibrating now, the morale of that institution have dropped over the years. The taste of students going to the state-run university is no more interesting. When you tell someone that mean UL, it's like, okay. Because you're going for a 4-year program, you stay for 9 years, 10 years. Too many disruption. So I have some content. Please sit with Offer. The students need to complete the final. They're just into the final of the exam. Let them complete it. Within that 3 months, come up with a good plan. The president decides to retain to keep you where his best knowledge, or bring on a new fresh team is another thing. But Nelson, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your time at the State Royal University. And this should go as a signal to every government officials. When you are in position, it's not a lifetime. Life in government and life after government. Today is Awolo Nelson. Tomorrow it could be the MPA boss saying goodbye. So the legacy you leave, it live with you for the rest of your life, Marka.
Exactly. So again, you have said it all. All I can say is thanks to Dr. Nelson. He played his part. I mean, that's what it is. Even when Dr. Weeks was president, we still had these protests coming out even before Dr. Nelson, who replaced her as president of the University of Liberia. But I think on a most serious note, the students of the University of Liberia should consider that, I mean, the University of Liberia is not a place to live. You go there, do your first year program, you graduate, and you move on. Because as you stay long in a university, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, I mean, within that time, you're supposed to be doing masters and all of that. The continuous disruption of academic activities at the University of Liberia, I mean, it is troubling. And like O'Neill said, it is reducing, or it has already declined the morale of the state-run University of Liberia. And I believe that, I think with this change that the president, the visitor to the university has made, I think it should bring some calm to the university, because most of the time you initiate these issues, at the end of the day, you throw it on the president of the University of Liberia. At the end of the day, they will end up changing the president. Now you demanded that Dr. Nelson should go. The president has listened to your plea and asked the president to step aside. Now they are bringing interim president, acting president, to spearhead the search for a new president. So we think that if Dr. Nelson has been the issue, then we now agree that the issues are solved. Yes. Yes, let's agree that the issues are solved, since he was the issue. Because even when OFA released their press statement, that was one of the preconditions.
So let OFA condition that the UL president and his cabinet must leave the UL without any precondition. Then two, that all areas, good morning, His Excellency President Joseph Boyka. All areas, I have some good morning. There are other conditions here. All areas. Yes, I want to go. It's not a problem now all to you. That all areas of the part-time faculty must be settled without any condition. That a long-standing promotion of faculty member must be implemented without precondition. Everything yes. That all retroactive payment of staff members must be settled without another precondition. That all disparity of staff be settled without further delay. That the bus for St. J must be provided as agreed. Look at that.
The bus.
Yeah, the bus. That a comprehensive, that a big one here, I don't know. A comprehensive audit of the UL be executed. And credential audit. Yeah. That has that in good hard seat for the next 3 months. Yeah, we move. The precondition is not. So President Baga saw the first point. So okay, what the first one the people say on that thing here?
They want to remove the president.
Remove the president. Okay, no problem. Sawolo, goodbye. Okay, who's that? Because I have someone already on the board.
Okay.
Yes, you're already on the board of the University of
his pick was a unanimous decision by the board of directors.
Yes. So saying he knew the system before, the tough system he was in, when he was president at the Challenge University, so let him continue for the next 3 months. So we hope the students will take this in a very good faith and move that institution forward, man. We're tired of this one University of Liberia. You know, the UA used to be very attractive. Students used to leave from Kenya, Nigeria, other parts of Africa to come and attend a state run. Today, to have a common internet on that campus is not something easy.
The students themselves need to help that university.
Yeah, your help too, man.
Just create a peaceful environment.
That's all.
And then and you can advocate through dialogues, you know, written communications, sometimes to the visitor. You know? Yeah. Yes.
You'll be asking the question, why? You bring on the the chair on education, you invite Fallon McGill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, asking all of the questions why instead of the too much political tension and thing. But let's move on again. All the attention is our president this morning. Yeah, to be president this morning, Marka. Check your WhatsApp.
Okay.
This is going to get the attention of our president. That's why the media is there. We're not opposition. There's no way any journalist, if you feel you are a journalist, you're a gatekeeper of the society, you can be opposition. But where you see wrongs are going, you have that right to bring on the check back. And I'm calling on the president this morning. Last year was a very tough year with our campaign. You heard through the slogan that Marka will win, that Joseph Marka will win. Ministers, deputies, managing directors should not be traveling, will all explaining, giving reason the importance of the trip to our president, President Marka. Good morning to you. Good morning to the minister of Sylvester Grisby. And this falls directly with you. Let's say, for example, you have two different communications. Don't read the individual name, you just read the whole title. So we'll take some from the Ellen Johnson government and we'll bring on to the George Weah government. If a deputy minister or assistant director wants to make a travel, who do he write? You don't write the president, he write his immediate boss. If Marka is the assistant minister at Labor and he wants to travel, he write Councillor Cooper Cra seeking permission and giving reason the importance of the travel. When he gets that approval from his immediate boss, then he can go ahead and make the travel. Then the overall head, if Cooper Crow, the labor minister who is doing a lot of things at that ministry, wants to make a travel, what do he write? He writes the Ministry of State. The Minister of State will give his approval seeking every importance of the travel. Not because you want travel, he said, well, and if the ministry approves, he have the right to travel. Let's just go back. I'm going to Ellen Johnson. You go to the George Weah one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll help to fix this country in a very good, positive way. And those of you ministers, those of you managing directors, director generals who are doing so, you have to stop. Today we'll not call me, but we'll just tell you the rightful thing, the procedure you should go by. And so, Professor Grisby, if you're volunteering this morning, this will help our country. So this communication was sent to I'm keeping the position and title of this person anonymous, right? The subject request for travel permission. This was to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government. The managing director writes the subject request for travel permission. You get this? Travel what? Travel permission. You not just welcome and just book Brussels flight and the next minute you're out of the country. I hope this letter finds you in a good health and high spirit. As the managing director, I'm writing to seek your permission to travel for an important reason. I understand the significance of time and hence I have presented all the necessary details regarding my travel plans and purposes in this letter. And this is how it should be done. Like Ellen, just go to the reason why I go back because the job we have been in do anything good. So I feel what the Ellen Johnson and the Minister of State approves and say yes, you guys, can carry on.
Yeah, so this one it said, well, please accept my compliment. This comes in acknowledgement of your 8th September 2023 letter to the President, that is President Weah of the Republic of Liberia, requesting travel approval for you to seek further medical attention in the United States of America from September 19 to 26. Your request travel date or your requested travel dates are 19th to 26th September 2023. The President interposes no objection to your request and note that while you are away, so person deputy will for operation will act in your stead. Okay, so and this is signed Minister and Chief of State to the President, or Chief of Staff to the President. Sorry. Okay, that was an approval again.
Yes.
Here was another one. This comes in acknowledgement of your request to travel for 1 month, beginning Friday, October, to seek further medical attention in a state. Your request is hereby approved. noting that your travel is of no cost to the government.
Okay, no cost.
Mhm.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So these were approval letters to people who requested to travel. They were head of government institution.
Yes.
And they needed to travel. So they write the office, or they wrote the office of the president requesting. And the office of the president, through the Minister of State and Chief of Staff, responded and approved before they leave. This is the procedure. This is the procedure. You can't wake up one morning, you just go because the people get news saying, they say you throw a bomb, then you get in plane, you go.
You go.
But we'll reach there, we'll talk.
But I mean, we're laughing because this is happening, and the Minister of State will calling this to your attention, because when most of these people make a travel, they travel on the expense of our taxpayers' money, and that's how it should be. You should approve and tell us the importance, whether it's medical or something that will benefit the country. Then we all know the director will, the managing director will, the minister will, for what purpose.
And if it is a government function that you are going for, that you are the head of that sector, you're supposed to go. If you are writing that letter, you will attach the invitation to that letter.
Yes.
As proof that this is what I'm going for on behalf of the country. Yes. Then with that now, most likely the approval will come that government will be able to fund your trip, for example.
Yeah.
So that's why it's supposed to be. So, and I only don't want to say the reason we brought this because yesterday we had a discussion.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, we had a discussion yesterday concerning the managing director of the National Port Authority. We got a report that he travels a lot. Just for the past time he took over that port, he had traveled nearly 20 times. Now, we are saying the National Port Authority is one of the critical institutions of the government of Liberia. As we all know, it is the gateway to the Liberian economy, and it must be managed by serious-minded administrators, not people who... It is not a political job. I know it is a political appointment, but it is not a political job. You have to focus and run that place. But Mr. Sekou Dougle travels a lot, so we are wondering, where does he run the port from? Is it from the USA? Is it from his office or from his phone? We said that on yesterday. But now the thing is that when you mentioned, and we've been doing some investigation at the port, that most of the time he is dismissing people, he's transferring people, and O'Neill, as we speak, I myself have been doing some investigation at the port.
Okay.
We understand that staffers and people who were directors before, when they are entering the port facility, they enter with fear. Some of them will tell you, when I enter the port, my heart can just cut and say, hey God, what are we going Broadway today? How can people work in that kind of environment?
Wow.
Okay, you are just transferring people, changing people who are in a port to work and got bachelor degrees, some got master's degree. You just come and change them and put somebody who are far above in experience, in competence, in qualification. We didn't expect this of Sekou. These are some of the things we are hearing from the National Port Authority. And O'Neill, one of the reasons, according to some sources, why he travels a lot is when he makes some of these decisions,
he leaves.
He does that through a communication and he leaves.
Wow.
When he leaves, then everybody will be passing around in the port facility. Oh, the MD now drop another bomb. The MD now drop another bomb.
At a gateway.
You did not go to the port to drop bomb, Sekou. Yeah, people, let me tell you the truth. You didn't go to that port to go drop bomb. You take some decision, unilateral decision, by transferring people to different departments. If they were director of the department, you send them to some kind of just ordinary staff of a department. When you do that to 2-3 persons, then you travel. Then they say, oh, the MD now drop another bomb. The MD now drop another bomb. What is that? Look, the truth is, government is not a political party work. It is true the United Party won, and President Marka decided to make you head of the port. Work with everybody void of that political affiliation. The election campaign in 2023 is gone. People who are working over there are professional people. Let them do their work. If they have some fault, investigations will be done, and you will recommend or you recommend to the president, and the president will authorize you to take decisions. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yes, I mean, you have said it all, and let's hope you take this criticism in a very good faith. I know. Yes, still in this country, a lot of people were seeking for this one job, this MP boss. You know how many president that thing went back and forth? People took swallowed bitter spit and said, oh, yes. One point in time, people said, is he from ACO? Yes, when he was appointed, everybody thought that he came from the political party ACO. Say no. How can the name surface? We're not here. Couple of months, you're blackmail. I can say this for the record. This man was heavily blackmailed in February and March of this year.
And some of us came in.
We came in your defense, and we said no. You can't go for this man's personal life. You saw the post he did last night. You know, he had a picture of the press secretary, and he said, "Let the people keep talking." So I mean, we keep talking, right? But while we keep talking, we say you cannot be leaving the country. And don't get us wrong. There are others who writing Sylvester Grace Pay
and getting
approval for the record's sake. And Minister Grace Pay knows that. There are others who respecting the office of the Ministry of State, seeking approval and permission. But you cannot do so. Is your attention more to the Poor River? This guy is building a very good investment in our country, I must admit. In our Poor River, there's a brewery factory he's building. But others are saying it's a conflict of interest. You know, it's a storage facility you're building in Port River in Bombing County, and you also the boss. You put more time to your area than our gateway. People can't be going to work and saying the MD drop bomb. The MD drop bomb.
Yes, man. And Mr. President, to say clearly to you, by the number of calls we are placed within our port, your MD is carrying on some level of witch hunt, whether based on political lines. That's the report we are getting. That people who were seen during the 2023 election campaigning for the CDC are being seen by the MD as people who are not in line, and he's just shifting them from one department to another. Whether they were director, you change them, bring new director. I don't think it is the way you're supposed to be running that port. Let people serve that role. If there are any faults, like I said, investigate. The investigation report be made clear. Everybody know that when you even fire that person, they will say, yeah, these are records, these are bases for which these decisions were taken. So you can't just be doing things unilaterally because the president trusts me to run this place, so I would run it any kind of way I want to run it. Yes.
It reminds me of the former minister of state, Falo McGill. If we play this, follows it.
Injury time.
Yeah, we injury time now. We injury time. Some of you.
I'm not sure President Braga will wait for injury time. I'm not sure President Braga will not wait for injury time.
Look, the government, when you're in a position, you're there forever. Just know the family and people we are affecting, they're going down with it.
All these people working in the port are all Liberians.
Yes.
They deserve to work in their country.
Definitely.
Whether they're from political party blue or party green, they deserve to work in this country. Leave them alone. Let them perform their duties. You're making people to that port to go to work in fears. They go to work in fears because they don't know the next move of the MD. You will drop bomb and run away and go to America.
Let's move on. We will get the telephone lines activated. The Futa Corporation. You see? Look, the media here, we are gatekeeper of the society. We're not political party. Everything that work in the interest is my president, Joseph Boykai. Boykai is president for us. We must have this president succeed, and we'll bring this to the attention of our president. And this goes directly to the Ministry of Labor. Futa Corporation. Futa Corporation, dealers of rice and cement. They import cement, first people work and build factory. They work and build a factory in 2020. Those who drive the heavy truck, they call it the forklift drivers. They are who been driving since 2009. Futa Corporation, they put paying contractor when Futa was at zero.
Just say they've been contractor for their lifetime.
Yes, from 2009, the contractor, those who drive in the heavy clay in the builders factory, yes, Futa now have become one of the biggest companies in the country. And today, they are still contractor from 2009 to present.
Damn it. That is a beautiful
So
people labor.
they wrote the management, they wrote the owner, Alhaji Yan and Kotos Super. The company was transferred to this SCC. They are called the Step During Consultancy, coordinated by Sinoti Tuto and Sam Coleman. They wrote them saying, we built this company from 2009 up to present with the forklift drivers. We don't have no working manager and so forth. Is it possible you guys have us employed? And as we speak, I think this have gone against the labor law. You have somebody as a contractor from 2009 up to present as we speak. Since the road, they have not gotten no redress. Futa makes millions of dollars. We all know it. From cement and rice. You have somebody, put the employers. I don't want to say they take and another complaint say foreigner you come from Fulham or you come from anywhere for you low, he well manager, he does that. And you have people as contractor working for that long period of time. So I'm calling on the labor ministry. Just visit Futa Corporation.
Yeah, so just in 30 seconds, since you were still at the labor ministry, again, yesterday we did a broadcast. Like we said, we support the decision of the minister to have dismissed these people who were dismissed. There was an internal investigation done on their activities because their activities violated the rules laid down by the minister when he took over. That's the reason why they put the inspectors in uniform. You can't just unilaterally get up, run up people from different institutions, put them in private car, take them to a company and go start arresting people, taking their passports. All of that was wrong, and the minister took the decision he took. But like I said, I want to still remind and urge the minister to do a deeper investigation into that matter. We are gathering that thing is a cartel within the Ministry of Labor. Okay, they pick some people from, I don't want to call other people institutions name, but some of the recordings we have, the people voice you hear on it, they claim. Let me just use good word. They claim to be agent from the NSA. Yes, some claim to be officers from immigration, because these are the kind of team they will put together, and then they go to the places and harass the people. The good thing is, in fact, the bad thing is, they go there, put the people on false pretext, collect money from them, and give them fake documents.
Look at that.
Yes, our report is that some of the LRA documents they issued to some of these companies are fake. So there need to be a joint investigation initiated by the Ministry of Labor to ensure you break that cartel within that ministry. So Minister Kura, you have to be strong, you and your team, to break that. Can you imagine, in the leaked recording that we have, they are saying that somebody in one of the deputy minister's office that does these letters.
Look at that.
For the team.
With the signature
yes.
attached to it.
So in one of the recording, the guy is telling the guy that, okay, even though the guy gave us 3,000, we will hold the 1,000. Then we'll go, we'll tell the Pekin that will do the document in the minister office. Then we'll tell them that 2,000. Then the Pekin will give him this one. So you see that kind of organized crime they're committing over there. And somebody come out and say they are activists. These people were illegally dismissed. These people were not illegally dismissed though. The minister need to break that cartel at the Ministry of Labor. Thank you.
Great. It's you and us this morning. This is the Breakfast Show. Good morning again to our president. I love calling the president. Eh? You better start doing but Marka, before we do the telephone call. let me squeeze it. This is the interview Joseph Marka, however. So this is why we'll call on you like her now. We'll talk to our president. What is president for us? He gave you job. It means that if you know us. No. Boga is our president. He's president for Liberia. Where is it? Where is it? I would love for. Yeah, I love for it. You better start
practicing. You don't know it all.
You know. You know. You don't know.
You don't know it all.
Someone talented you lie.
I don't know my identity.
Look, this is the interview Joseph Burger had. She told us that we should practice how to call him president. So that's why we love calling his name. President Marka. Let's see now. We'll get a lines activated. Hold on very soon.
You can work through the ring, yes. Similar to Lara in Howard, yes, and have to go for the ring. But they're also working in the crowd because they.
So I found this interview asking, how can you convince Liberians for the presidency? Now listen up, the reason why. This interview he did with us right here, Joseph Boyka, my president. So we're making this thing, we're not playing for. He's listening. Listen.
It's on the rain season, start from the dry season. So if you like during the dry season, the next season is not going to be good for you. How can they convince Liberians to give you the presidency 2023? Just imagine me calling all the true bright factual folks to have President Joseph White, our life will be on air. You better start practicing that.
Okay. Let's take some calls. That's the president right there with us.
0770-202579, 0770-202579.
0777285 This is the breakfast show where people know me at least for 5-10 minutes of your time. Yes, let's get calls up. Let's get some reaction from the public. This is the breakfast show. Yep.
Oh no, you can't do this. You can't do this. So just lower your monitor before you place the call. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you and that of the Fulton Radio. I joined the discussion on District 4, and this is the voice of Akwe Ebo. Good morning to my Lord or Musa. Marka, we know that the government is not doing 100%, but at this stage, Marka, we think the government that is headed by President Marka is on the right footing. I want to commend the president. A lot of people say the president is making a whole lot of mistakes. He's doing X, Y, Z. But gradually we can see Nigeria is taking a different trend.
Okay.
And we're just having a recent when we have buses coming to Nigeria from Ghana. Marka, you won't believe that some of our brothers from the opposition, Marka, they are taking this issue in the negative direction.
Why will Liberian proceed this way?
Thank
you. We
Yes.
just ended that.
Let's talk about some of our talking points this morning. Good morning.
My concern this morning has to do with from the buses that were formed by the legislature, more especially the road are not in existence. What happened? What they allotted for these buses? More especially the machine generators that are being used by our honorable ones are not for yesterday. What they have been allotted every month as people pay basically away money with
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you imagine? Yeah. Let's do 30 seconds per call. Yes. This person on line 1. Good morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Moses, trust me, on yesterday, I understand the Minister of Justice met the 3 suspended bosses at the LDA. Yeah, sorry, went off the line. So we'll definitely follow up with that. Yes, let's get more calls up. This is the Breakfast Show 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Let's see if I can pick. You have a call coming through. Let's get this one going through. Good morning. Morning. Morning, go ahead. Yeah, we're not hearing you too, bro. Yeah. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Let's hear Milton Yoko. 30 seconds. Don't break her like hey. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, O'Neill, and good morning, Marka. Milton Yogo from Kingsley. Thank you very much. O'Neill, my attention has been due to the issue of the triple issue. Thank you very much this morning, Marka, for the deliberation on the issue of triple. We know very well that the issue of people is very challenging, but the MD, in my mind, will not be threatened, will not be afraid, because I am telling you on this platform, live recording, the president told us here, our president, that they may pay money so you will get it up. I don't want to tell you, record me today, please. Anytime the president record that blood, Mr. Joseph Botta, Excellency said that they may pay 500,000, so he deserves to get it done. He said it, president, right here, who was. Thank you.
Were you
One.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Morning,
Good morning.
and thank you for taking my call. I'd like to make a little emphasis on the garbage issue, and then I can switch to Mr. Barker quite quickly. All right, one thing here is I noticed that the commissioners don't seem to be responsible to find an area that people would dump their garbage. They need to go out there, connect with the community or dwellers, and find a place where they can dump the garbage, and that would probably alleviate the garbage coming on the road. And then the government should participate in helping to collect the garbage and take it to the landfill. I think that will work. On the other hand, Mr. President Borka, I think he's going in the right direction. I think we need to be a little. 6 years, people were crying, so they're anxious now. They're desperate now, and I can understand that. They should give chance to the government to put things in perspective, and they can even provide ideas if they think it's going to work, and maybe it will be considered someday. So we should not just pounce on and say, you got to do this. This is not a boxing match. This is something that's going to happen for our entire nation. So let's be a little patient and give the government a chance. Thank you for taking my call.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning, Marka. And so, you people are watchdogs. Indeed, you are a fruitful watchdog. A watchdog does not sleep. And whenever you see evil or someone venturing a box, so continue the backing. So the port management will begging you, if you're not able to work, just leave the work, resign. Then to be taking a personal job and then forgetting the people's work. So the Ministry of Labor, please, Minister of Crop, I'm begging you, do your best to uncover what is happening at that ministry. We want a good work. People cannot be working and being contracted for a hell of a long time. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Great. So we ask you just one more call. Then we want to call on the House Speaker, Fernando Kofa. You see what is happening? Representative James Colette continuing appearance on public platform is not speaking well for the House of Representatives.
Sure.
This happened with the House of Senate, and today our senators are not having it easy on the social media, which of course most of them like. Yeah, the senators are no more playing on Facebook.
They're running away from that shadow.
Yes, they don't just post, because any post they do, people go back and say, yeah, point. Even Mother's Day or Father's Day post you do say, where they come for you straight.
Okay.
So, Speaker Kofa, James Colette continued appearance on the 5K that was spent as an ID card. I mean, we need four. The one Marvin code there, I mean, other explanation is going back and forth, but the House needs to get official response to James Colette.
Yeah, man. That port there, look at employees they're saying they tension too much at that port. Everybody's scared. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead. You're live.
Good morning. My own is what the hell to find it to this morning. Because I really thank you for the research you have done to the ministers. Listening to the work within the last area. We have some issues there. The issues that the minister is trying to put in order. Now, what I said yesterday, if you want to be an advocate, you don't want to present your advocate. I don't want to recommend that to the minister. The minister is listening very well. The first thing to do because they use the drone security and go to the period mining area. Where the period drone security, the minister, just say the minister, whatsoever from Amazon, call them for a phone. That will be able to see, it will be able to see how they can know that because we are seeing that period area, no matter it's very big area because the garden, there is some of the existing ministers trying to open now that to fight the minister. And they happen like they happen like that. The legal issue in Nigeria, they will not see no good face to that matter. So we have gone the minister, put your feet down. We have found the issue related to that, and do the president with the action to come towards that. Thank you very much.
All right.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for all of the calls. And those of you listening, our silent listeners, our folks in Nimba, in Lofa, in Grand Jide, in Bombay, in Kidmount, in Bapulu, in River says River G, you listen up to the radio. This information, they are all factual bringing for our country. Remember, we are gatekeepers of the society, and we must help our president to succeed. Of course, a wise man listen and listen up. Those are you wise men around the king. Look into the king face and tell. Say out. Yes, let's bring his post. We'll come back. We'll be on part two. We'll call it attention of our president to visit public health facilities across the country, the GFK, the redemption, the challenges are many. Let's go for post right here on the TBS 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. What's making news? They talk. We listen up. Tuesday morning. This is the TBS. 20 minutes down, 9 o'clock. Minutes O'Neill. Along with Bezia. I got it?
Bazay.
Yeah, man. Bazia. Naomi is laughing in there. All right, let's bring you sports of Naomi Tap on the TBS. Good morning to you, Naomi.
Good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Passion of Life. The tactical team of the Liberia Basketball Association has completed phase two of a two-day tryout of under 18 male and female basketball players. The tryout is meant to set up both under 18 male and female basketball teams for the upcoming Federation of International Basketball Association FIBA Junior Championship in Africa Coast on 29 July. The tryout was held at the SKD Gym in Painesville with over 300 players. As means of Meanwhile, Martibaro defeated her traditional rivals Invincible 11 with a whopping 78 to 47 points in the first division category as the defeat made it second over IE this season with almost similar points. MPA Patterns tasted defeat by LTC Bushra Bulls 84 to 76 points in continuation of the First Division League as the Liberia Basketball Association concluded phase two of its First Division League on Sunday at the SKD Gym for the 2024 edition. Meanwhile, systems namely Mighty Barrow, LTC Bushra Bulls, their PRC orders, Cestus Mongas, MPA Patterns, and Invincible 11 have qualified for the Big Six category of the Liberia Basketball Association First Division National League. Liberia female sprinter Ebony Morrison and Joseph Famula secured gold medals in the 2024 Senior Athletics Championship in Douala, Cameroon. The outstanding female sprinter clocked 12.70 seconds to win the women's 100-meter hurdles, while Famula clocked 10.45 seconds in the men's 100-meter heat. They are the fastest male and female runners in Africa in their respective categories in 2024. For part, Macon won silver medal in the women's 100-meter race after clocking 11.16 seconds. Their performance got Liberia's ticket to the 2024 Paris Olympics, which starts on 26th of July. Soa Girls defeated Yasmo 6-2 home runs in the Liberia Kickball Federation Hungary National Leagues. In other results of Saturday's fixtures, Watanga bowed to Soma KC 5-2 home runs, while Mighty Blue Eagle was outclassed by SWA Kickball Club 8-1 home runs to continue the second league matches. Skills outclassed Thompson Kickball Club 11-6 home runs to end out of the second league fixtures at the SKD Sports Complex on Thursday. Goals Anointed and Grand Bassa-based GSAC Kickball Club settled for a 1-all draw at the same venue in the Lung First League encounter. On Saturday, KK United were dragged by Shooting Star 21-8 home runs in the opening match in League Two, and Skills Kickball Club were overpowered by Swag Kickball Club 11-7 home runs. Mighty Blue Eagle proved supremacy over P Angel with a 5-0 home runs to climax out of the League Two kickball activities for Saturday. Success Kickball Club defeated Liberia's oldest and most experienced kickball team Aries 5-2 home runs in the first league or the first division category, while Amazon suffered a 4-3 home runs defeat by Brazilian girls. Royal Sisters narrowly run Goals Anointed 3-2 home runs in a match that reportedly ended in controversy. Vision Sisters outclassed Camara Kickball Club 9-0 home runs to end Saturday's first division Kickball National League fiesta. Spain maintained their 100% record at Europe 2024 as they defeated and eliminated Albania. As a result that meant England, France, and Netherlands all secured the last 16 places. Former Manchester City forward Ferran Torres, now at Barca, gave a much-changed Spain side a lead in the 13th minute, finishing low first time from Dani almost passed with the ball bouncing in off the post. And England have qualified for the last 16 of Euro 2024 with a group game to spare after Spain beat Albania 1-0 on Monday. Victory for Luis Assad also means the Netherlands and France progress from Group D into the knockout phase. The Three Lions finished their Group C campaign on Tuesday against Slovenia in Cologne, but are already guaranteed to be in the next phase. Gary Southgate's side have 4 points after a 1-0 win over Serbia and then a 1-all draw with Denmark, but Albania's defeat ensured England would at least be one of the 4 best third-place teams. England will win Group E if they beat Slovenia, while they could still come top if they draw and Denmark fail to beat Serbia. That's all for our sports decks.
Yes, graduated. The Euro. Marka is supporting Spain.
Spain, yes.
And I'm a big fan of the Portugal
Yeah, but
national team.
what do I expect?
So my prediction, I'm seeing Portugal making into the final.
Final?
Yes.
Okay.
With that team,
As far as I'm concerned, Spain will reach that.
that young team.
Yeah, the Spanish team is young, but very talented.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This team that have the best league in the world, the basketball league is the best league in the world. But the national team, England struggle too much, man.
But our foreigners making the league strong now.
Individual English players and
Yeah.
they're playing tonight in the game. But the Euro, it continues up to
I think they will be Slovenia.
Yeah.
Not too sure.
yeah, they just need a point to qualify to the knockout stage. Yes, then you have another game. There is Serbia. No, it's England and Denmark. England, Denmark.
No,
England, Slovenia, then
Yeah,
Denmark,
then Serbia.
Serbia.
Yeah.
That's it. Then
So
the Copa America also is on. I don't know. I think you can watch the Copa. It's 12 a.m. in the morning.
yeah, I don't know why. I'm using Compact Plus on DSTV, but I don't see the Copa America. I look for the channel.
You mean film from money put it there?
Yeah, I got Compact Plus, but I don't see.
Is that the whole
Copa
package you're
America.
buying? You buy the whole
Compact Plus don't
package.
show it, eh?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the Copa America is 12 a.m., 1 a.m. Sometimes you have to forgo the night and just
Yeah, but
entertain
seriously, I wanted to watch Argentina game the last time.
against
I stayed up
against
to-
against Canada.
Yes,
Come on,
the goat was playing.
go Facebook Live. Let's bring you commercials. We'll come back. It's very serious part of our discussion, part two of the True Breakfast Show this morning. This time we're going straight into the health sector. Yes, straight into the health sector. The challenges you go to hospitals around. Going straight into the health sector. Let's go for our break. We'll be right back after our commercial break. This is the Breakfast Show. Happy birthday to Emmett. Emmett, happy birthday. Celebrate well. Enjoy your day. Live like you have never lived before. Let's get our break. We'll be right back.
Whoa, I said, chee, chee, chee.
My name is Philip Kumako. I'm in charge of mobile applications for EcoBank. Today I'd like to talk to you about the EcoBank Express account. Do you know you can open a bank account without having to go visit a bank branch? Do you also know that you can open a bank account without having to fill all the paperwork that is normally associated with opening a bank account? Yes, this is true. This is what the EcoBank Express account offers you. The EcoBank Express account is a digital account that is opened using just your mobile number. This account allows you access to a wide range of banking services that is available today. To open an EcoBank Express account, you have two options. The first option allows you to use a smartphone and the internet to open your Express account. To use this option, you need to visit the Google Play Store or the App Store to look for the EcoBank mobile app and install on your smart device. Once launched, click on the Get Started button. You'll be presented with options to use the app. Since you intend to open an Express account and you are not an existing EcoBank customer, click on No, I'm new to EcoBank. You will then be prompted to select the country in which you want to open the EcoBank Express account. For this test, we will select Ghana and then enter our mobile number. You'll be presented with the option to review the terms and conditions attached to the use of the EcoBank mobile app, as well as our data privacy policy. If you are okay with these, you click on the Continue button. We will now prompt you to select how you would want to bank with EcoBank. In this case, you will select Express account. We will automatically send a code to the mobile number you provided to verify your identity. As you can see, the code was just automatically read into the app. And once this was verified successfully, you'll be asked to provide your personal details. I will provide my first name, my middle name, my initials, my surname. I will select my date of birth and then provide my email address. I will select my gender. I will then click on the Continue button. I'll be asked to select an ID type to use. In this instance, we will use our mobile number. I will enter my address, and then I can choose to review the terms and conditions associated with the use of the EcoBank Express.
It's part of the TVS Orange Morning. Yes, try to make use of Orange Morning. You can transfer to your friend with no service charge attached. Recharge your DSTV, your Subcom. You pay your water bills, LWSC, your electricity bill with no service charge using Orange Morning. Yes, if you want to buy the LEC token, use the Orange Morning, the *144# and follow the instruction. No service charge to it. So let's say you have a 100 LD in Orange Money wallet and you want to recharge with your Orange buying the LEC token, that one exact 1,000 will be deducted with no service charge to it. No company does that. Orange making great progress. The data package is so amazing. You don't want to miss out for Orange Liberia. This is the TBS. We have 27 minutes up to 10 o'clock. The last segment of the Truth Breakfast Show have an exclusive feature with our health sector. And again, we are calling on our president. Good morning, His Excellency, the President of Liberia. Yes. Most time, we put our attention to the president. And the reason why we're doing so, during the heart of the campaign, Liberians say that Marka will won. They didn't say that this minister or that managing director will won. No, that Marka will won. Marka's name was the CRISPR jingle bell in every streets, in every corner, in every vehicles, and everywhere. That Marka will won. So who do we look up to? We look up to our president. We look up to the three branches of government. Now the House of Senate is not taking it easy on the social media. The representative too. After that rule retreat, we see James Gola going back and forth. But this is it. Government is opportunity. The George Weah administration, the George Weah government, put up one of the biggest facility. Sedition termed it as the biggest hospital so far since 1847 in Bapolo, the Emirate Hospital, right? Yes.
They also did the 14 military.
The 14 military hospital. These were two major health structure that was put down by the CDC administration. The 14 military, when George Weah went out to Ghana, Ghana had the tertiary military Kolobu. Kolobu is different from the tertiary military hospital. And all the wars in Ghana is named after veterans who have served their country. So George Weah in his wisdom and said, well, if Ghana have the tertiary military hospital, then I can do my famous 14 jersey and do the 14 military hospital. And again, they brought on the Emery and the new Redemption Hospital that is still under construction. What am I saying all of this? My President, good morning. President Boyka, good morning to you. Criticism came when George was cutting ribbon for the Babalu Emery Hospital. People say, well, empty structure, empty facility, no medication, back and forth. Now, the plan that the Weah administration had, Liberians said, no, George, we're not going to give you a second term. You have not done well. That Boyka will won, and they voted George Weah out. Who's in the driving seat right now? It's our president, not President Boyka. Some of you who are ministers, who are managing directors, you're sitting in your cozy office this morning, that Boyka Liberians voted for. So that's why we'll put our attention to the Mr. President, as you leave your home, drive out from District 6, and you pass by at the JFK, the John F. Kennedy Hospital. That fence that you see, and I'm calling on the president to make us stand by. I'm starting out with JFK today. The next will be other hospitals around before I come with the clinics. The JFK today is very, very challenged. And there are nurses, there are some medical doctors who have reached out to us and said, look, you guys have done it for the University of Liberia. Can we get the attention of our president to the JFK? Today you go to JFK, in terms of the emergency rooms, patients don't have, beds. People stay in the longest queue morning hours to see doctors. My president, I want to make us stop by as part of the IRS agenda. As part of your agenda, if you succeed as president, I know you want a better country. Look, when you're talking to an older person, the older man, listen, that kind of thing, your blast, your customer, you insult the president. No, we're not going to do that. He's our leader. He's our president. He's going to listen. President, I want you to visit JFK unannounced. There are clinics, there are hospitals at 2 in the afternoon, 3 p.m. All of the labs are all closed. That brings you listen, when someone is sick, they rush you to the hospital. The first thing you think about is a laboratory. No lab, no hospital, because you don't know the cause of the sickness, so you can't hand drip, you can't do anything, you do the president BP or whatsoever. So I'm calling on the president, Mr. President, my president, President Boyka. Can you visit the JFK? unannounced. Nobody should announce your arrival. Don't announce the president arrival. Let's start for GFK first because one of our biggest. Let the president have an unannounced visit at the GFK. When they will look at redemption, we'll look at the Sierra Leone Hospital says it's going to go over father been years, and there are other hospitals across the country. Today, it's very sad to say that if a patient is diagnosed, the next thing will tell that patient to cross the road and go to local pharmacy to get that medication. I want the president to listen up to this. I'm doing it in a very humble form to our president. The patient leaves from the biggest hospital and cross over to a pharmacy to buy the drugs and come back into the fence. If George Weah government was criticized, now this is the government, President Boykai. Nurses have reached out to us and to our lawmakers. I mean, this is why I said the speaker have to respond to this, right? I'll do some calculation. If you just take 500 nurses and pay them, well, that's on the 5,000, what they do for ID cards and things. This kind of news is also disturbing. Speaker Fonati Kofa, on your leadership as speaker, a representative will come out and say, so the 5K was spent on ID cards. What we're talking about, our health system here today. The ordinary librarian man, someone is that knows the next thing you're looking for a flight, the next available flight that will go to the Kolobu Hospital in Ghana or travel to India and the rest of the world. Do we have qualified doctors in country? Yes, we do. And I'm calling on the attention of our president. The health sector is very, very, very challenged. So, I mean, the next 20 minutes or so, I'm going to do this. Just get the attention of the president. I want the president visit government hospital owner now. Don't announce your arrival. Go and see for yourself. Go and see for yourself. See what is happening. Go and see. 2 days ago, had a situation at the hospital. I think that was live on Facebook where the man took his son for treatment. The next thing, another doctor said, well, the child looking well. The man himself ain't looking well. And minister injection. The next thing, the man passed off. There are so many things going back and forth with the whole health system. Full thing in the country. Your education, the education system, and the health system, you don't mess with it. These are two things that control the whole country. The education and the health sector. You don't play with it. Very, very challenging. Let's get the lines activated. I mean, this last segment, we just called on the president's attention this morning. The health facilities. There are some hospitals. I mean, against expired drugs. I mean, we'll get to that on another discussion. But I want the president to see for himself. Seeing is believing our common way. Everywhere. When people go to hospital, they don't even have the hope that whatsoever treatment they're going to get, whether the patient will survive from it, is very, very exciting. So I'm calling on my president. You know, sometimes when I think about an interview I had with President Boykai, and I say, yes, I have the power, I have the microphone to use it in a positive way and remind the president and get his attention. To get his attention. Before I get a line, let me just play this. Whenever sometimes I give myself a reflection and think about this historical interview with Joseph Boykai, President Boykai. And I said to him, I think this man have a better mind for the country. So some of the things that maybe he's missing up, we'll have him reminded and bring it to his attention, and he'll pick it up for it. He pick up from there. You better start practicing how to call me president. You better start practicing. Now I'm calling you president. This is what President Boykai said to me. Sir.
We're praying for the rain season start from the dry season. So if you didn't work during the dry season, the rain season is not going to be good for you. How can we convince Liberia to be the presidency 2023? Just imagine we call on the True Breakfast Show, folks who have President Joseph White, her life will be on air. You better start practicing.
And we both laugh together. You better start practicing it. I'm calling on you, President Black Eye. Unannounced. Don't announce your arrival. Unannounced. Just visit and see for yourself. See what is going on. See for yourself. Now, Black Eye will warn. Yes, the people will warn you. And they believe that you're still going to do more for this country. So we, as members of the Pope Esther, gatekeeper of the society, we're calling on you. Let's get the lines activated and pick calls until 10 o'clock, 60 minutes up to 10. This was the Truth Breakfast Show. My name is O'Neill. Let's pick our very first call on the line. Good morning.
Mr. O'Neill, son of Roberts.
Good morning. Amen, Plucky?
I think you need to visit.
Amen, I'm not getting you. You coming in broken. Sorry. I mean, you coming in. Sorry.
Are you getting me now?
Yeah, go ahead. You said?
Yeah, I want to thank you. I think this is very important. It is very important. We can even sit on our radio for the microphone. Look, besides the president, actually, the hospital, we our brothers. It's a very important point.
I don't know your exact location. I'm sure you're somewhere in your county in Mangibi. You are in Mangibi. Yes, you're in Mangibi. So what you do, just change your location and you call back definitely because the call is very disturbing. You can call back. Yes, this is the breakfast show. Yeah, it's very disturbing. I mean, let's pick this call on the line. If you call back, I'll put you through. I'm seeing a text on the Nurse President Association. Yes, we'll also pick you through. Good morning. Go ahead. Thank you. Amen, plucking you back.
Well, thanks for the opportunity. Like I was saying, this is very important. Very important to our existence. Without a healthy life, you won't be able to even sit on the microphone this morning. No, so besides the president paying an unannounced visit at our different public hospitals, I want to also caution our brothers and sisters who are nurses and doctors. It is unfortunate when you strike this point that even
What happened in your village? People not giving you check in the morning to go ahead. Yes, let's be. I don't know what's happening with your line, but sorry. Let's get another call on the line. Good morning.
This is the voice of George, and I call you this morning from Baptist. I'm the president of the Indomitable Intellectual Class. Marka, this morning, I believe I'm with the strongest conviction that the president, the Excellency Joseph Marka, is realizing maybe at his own office, listening to the class this morning. So I want to say thank you to you, and I believe that whatever you have said, he will take it into consideration.
Okay.
And at the same time, I want to make the point to the president. Mr. President,
no, we shouldn't divert to exchange rate. Yes, yeah. Let's look at the health sector. Thank you, Lawrence Yellow. Good morning. Accountability Live Liberia.
Thank you, Eddie, for the recognition. And you know, I believe I'm due to be on the show every day because we have a very crucial approach to democracy and good governance that it becomes very toxic because most of the people are not very true in the educational sector and wanting to be professional when they get into that fields. And I agree with you. The educational sector should be the fundamental area where we train our people, reorientate them that public service is about saving lives and about serving citizens in ways that is second to none. But most of our health sectors are JFK is a death sentence center. I'm not apologizing for it. And I know that people want to call, and I hope people does call. And sometimes we host all of us on the show at once so that we can have this kind of work discussion, but in a healthy way, that we are contributing to our country in this. Now, when we're in civil society, when government comes and they say, oh, and the civil society feel that they are opposition. Then when they become opposition, they like the civil society. Look, the healthcare sector in this country, every hospital, the only maternity center in this country is the civic builder in Bala. Trust me, Obu, that place is not worthy of any woman going there to work or do anything. And when you talk and people think that it's true, the bracket needs to go out and be able to sack people on a turn, and that will help this country. It is not, and like the court, it's not a joke. It's not just about healthcare, it's about everything. Some of these ministers dust their degrees and come back to the country and act like they understand this country. I think we need real patriots to do this country. Thank you so much for this call. This is one of the best shows that I've heard in recent time. Public service is about serving our citizens and making sure that the rule of law is protected. And rule of law is about principles and not about police people on the street and holding arms or only people holding arms. It's about integrity. It's about accountability and transparency. Is about respecting every value of citizen participation. And the president was in error on Sunday when he said the people that the government should not be used by people from Facebook. And I think that is thorough, and we have a lot of time to talk about it. But healthcare is fundamental for saving our lives. Thank you for that.
Okay. Thank you, Lawrence Yolo. I will speak with the president of the Nurses Association, Benjamin Sumans. Those of you trying to call this line, please hold on. Let's speak of the president. Benjamin Siwa is the president of the Nurses Association. I want to bring you on the line. I'm live this morning right here on the True Breakfast Show, 9 to 6.1, 9 minutes of 2 10 o'clock. So we have Benjamin, the president of the Nurses Association, live with us. Good morning. Welcome to the TBS. Good morning.
Yeah, Monday, only, and sorry that I have to break the record. Today is my first time calling on True FM because this is important. So I want to speak to it.
Okay. All right. Sorry. So you as president, you sit in a very big seat. I'm trying to raise the attention, calling on the attention of our president to pay a visit to government public health facility across the country.
Thank you so much. You are just joining us to champion what we've been talking along the line. You know, it is very deplorable, and they are not saying the truth. A lot of our facilities are deplorable, and our police are working with no tools, and a lot of materials are not available. And we were just talking about somebody uses 75,000, I think, for ID cards. You know, you have almost 50 or plus % of our nurses working voluntarily. And some of them have worked for more than 5 years that have not been employed. And the people work after 30 days, they go home with not a single cent, and somebody telling you, say, that is how much they give. And so, I mean, it's just deplorable and it's just heartbreaking. And what is even more heartbreaking is that we have worked on a policy to increase on that will see the increment of health worker salary, especially in the low-level clinicians that has to do with physician assistant, nurses, midwife, laboratory technicians, so on. That policy is still lying down. It was validated the 20th of October 2023. by the past government, and like the new government continue to say, so you came up to today, not a single person is even saying anything about that policy. So you got the people working, they are not employed. You got the team where they want to work. There's no material to work with, drug minister, and what is even heartbreaking? The patients feel that it is the nurses who's supposed to provide the material instead of venting their anger on them.
So you as president now, you sit in a very hot seat. You as president, what needs to be done? Are you seeking audience with government or relevant authority? You president of the Nurse Association.
People keep saying it is stay soon, and we are thinking that nothing to be done after that meeting, or there is something else to be heard on the radio station.
Okay, so over the past period of time, Mr. President, you have been having a nationwide strike, which of course has not been good for our country. Most time we hear the nurses going on strike throughout the country. What are you saying today? Since we're joining you now, calling the attention of our president to give us serious attention to the health sector.
Our strike action normally comes from our colleagues because if we know you will not go through the war. So if we try by all means to negotiate and negotiate doesn't hold, the next thing that will happen will be strike action because we don't wish to strike. And the reason why we don't normally like to strike is that the strike doesn't affect you guys. The private sector will not close the strike. And the public sector, our public youth, our people youth will really want to shut down. And the guys will use the private sector while our poor people, the marketer, the motor factory, will have nowhere to go. So that is the reason why we delay strike action. But if we try by all means and there is no way, always strike will be the next option.
Let's look at some of your preconditions you have. Since you live on the radio, on national radio, folks listen up to you. What are your preconditions? What do you want for this government? You as president of the Nurses Association.
Our colleagues will be employed. They have volunteered for so much long time. Our salary needs to go up. Do you not have a nurse working for a professional nurse who applied there with a bachelor's degree earning $100 with 3,000 dollars? That is not money to take home. So our salary needs to go up. Our colleagues need to go up. You need to get employed, and you need to provide material to where we work. Our patients need, of course, deserve the debt because if we don't have the material to work with, they feel that we are the ones that don't like them. So they are all many, but those are the three major things that we are laying out. And in fact, in any discussion we lay out to the president, in any discussion we lay out to the minister, that these are the three major preconditions. Our colleagues need to be employed. You can't work for 30 days and go over with nothing in your pocket. You don't expect somebody to work as a professional person. It's even saying that they are employed and taking less than $150 US at their housing. That is so big, that is so bad, it's heartbreaking. I don't think this is the reason why. If you see why in the going election, we actually went at our ethics and we're all in the street competing for this government because we see that.
So this is what I want to bring about. This is where, because yes, Mr. President, half in politics don't make, but it's going election. The nurses you are so involved into, I mean, yes, you were against your own ethics.
We even had a against our own ethics. If we get more political, we see that because we see that President Joe was not treating us good. So it can't be what in the very government we going to speak for and going in the people water for. It can't be because we are kept quiet and if we do everything we need, there's nothing to happen. Of course, we'll go against our own government because we take this.
No, so as gatekeeper of the society, I don't want you to go against your own government. Use the next 2 minutes or so. Yes, hold on. Yes, hold on. Use the next 2 minutes or so. Make an appeal to your president, our president, President Boyka. Yes, as president of the Nurses Association, you are leader of the institution. Use the next 2 minutes to do so.
To my president, to our president, to the president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Boyka.
This is a personal plea to you from the president of the Liberian Nurses Association. We want all us to vote for you to get things better for us. Number three things I'm going to give you this morning. Please help to ensure that our police who have volunteered for very long times can get employed on the government payroll. We ensure that the salary we are in that is very small will go up. That may increase our salary. Number one, kindly help us to ensure that we have conducive working environment that is providing medical material, medical supply, providing the drugs to save our patients. If you don't do anything for us, please kindly help to do these three things for us. We are willing to talk with you. We are willing to talk with the minister. We are willing to talk with the CSA director. That is what we wish to do. We don't wish to protest. Protest will be the very last thing to do. We don't wish to protest. Please.
All right. Yes, Ben, thank you so much. So as gatekeeper of the society, the media member of the fourth estate, we have to elevate the important needs that serious attention needed for our nurses and our health sector across the country.
As you've been doing it for Mama Liberia. If the health facility are okay, you the consumer will enjoy. If we have an increase in salary, we will not play with our job. If we are employed, we will not play with that job. Please help us to do that.
Thank you so much. Well, the voice of Benjamin Sume, he's president of the Nurses Association, making a humble appeal to His Excellency President Joseph Yuban Boyka. Yes, I'm sure the president is going to listen up as we join us to make this appeal to give us serious attention to the health sector. On this note, this I want to close up on the Tuesday edition of the Truth Breakfast Show. Been serving breakfast since 7:30 this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to all of our relay stations across the country. Truth 96.1 in Saclay, 96.9 in Bonn. The folks in Grand Gita, Mangibi for relaying us. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time. On behalf of the entire team, it's been wonderful. And the king must listen. That's why I tell them somebody, look, I love the national anthem of the Great Britain. Yes, it's All Hail the King. The anthem is not less than a minute, 1 minute, no more than 1 minute. It's All Hail the King. Joseph Boyka is our president for the next 6 years. That's why we will have issue. We must say out to him, and he must listen to us, and he will listen to us. Yes, that's why you are president. And to our lawmakers, to the speaker as I close up with you, Ponanti Kofa. Under your leadership, one of your own Representative James Colette of Blount County District 2 continue to make public appearance live, telling Liberians that under your leadership as speaker, Ponanti Kofa, that $75,000 United States dollars, $75,000 was spent for ID card. I mean, just a couple of days, the Senate continued to be attacked. Liberians believe that the Senate that retreat, the money that was spent was too high. Today we complain, no medication in hospitals. And we're hearing this kind of news is disturbing. So the House of Representatives needs to respond to this. If we make progress as a country, this is the only country in Africa who still will back. With both of our independence being the oldest country, we have just everything, all the natural resources here in Liberia: the diamond, the gold, the rubber, the timber. We have everything. Rich country, poor people, a book written by Samuel Jackson. Rich country, poor people. We have everything you think about. The black sand, the sand that make the glasses. Some countries don't even have what we call the black sand. We have everything. So if Liberia will make a change, where do we start from? Is it the police who run after the motorcyclists on the street? Or it will start from the top? who have everything. There are countries who just have cocoa, just small grand peas around here, and they are making major progress. We have everything. It's a disturbing thing. For Kofa, don't take this lightly. You know, the House of Senate, you see, this is one of the reasons you saw Amara Corner, despite being criticized by some of his colleagues. He took the retreat on the 318,000, sent it back in the government coffers. Up to now, we have not yet responded for Delon and others. Because Liberian people believe that, yes, we entrust the confidence we do have in you. Deliver this country. The National Disaster Management did a prediction. They're telling us the end of the world is coming ahead. But if this will occur, what happened next? What sort of country are we in? And who do we bring this back to? To our president, President Boycott. And I'm calling the president. Those who will not perform your government, do away with friendship. You know, one of the things that, look, George Weah did some important things. Some development George Weah under his administration. George Weah was hit with the coronavirus that hit the whole world. Yes. When he came, people said 16 billion got missing. George Weah, throughout George Weah government was breaking news on the social every day, breaking news. He did some tremendous thing, but you know what wicked Josh? He felt that those who were around him were his best of friends. Oh yeah, you couldn't look into some of their friends and say, look, you gotta go. Yeah. The National Transit Authority, 8 million, they said got burned at the NTA. The managing director still continued in the whole 6 years. So George was not able to fight corruption. Though he was being the invisible park, fixing road, connective feeder roads around here, he was doing it. But to look into some of his good friends and say, look, you gotta go, he didn't able to do so. And I'm calling my president, President Blanca, if you don't do so, and don't do recycle government. Those who are not performing, a goodbye is a goodbye. Liberians were saying that Blanca will won. And now you president. Every day you look on the social media. I mean, Liberians with 5 point, the last time Legend did an OIL kind of said 5.2 million, right? While on the social media, just 1%. I mean, I don't just play too much on the Facebook, but those in the rural area who listen up to the contemporary media, the radio, they listen up for hope. Where do we go from as a people and as a country? And Boycott, my president Boycott, make that decision. Those who are not performing, say goodbye to them. Let them leave the system. Otherwise else, I mean, to succeed will be the same old thing. And those of you who are in office today, who are working, the office you sit in, you're never in this office before. Don't wish hunt. Stop it. You still have a society to live in. I remember one point in time, the former police director, Patrick Sulu, said something. He said, today I'm police director, tomorrow I'll not be police director. He said that, and I can still retain it. The position you are in today, tomorrow you will not be in that position. Do the right thing in the interest of the country. Let's close up on this note. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to all of our relay stations. Richard Lucini, been on camera, Marka Davis. My name is O'Neill Roberts. In the midst of all we do, country friends, we can bring our country to the worst. I mean, I'm proud to be a Liberian. I can burn, if I was issue, I would not burn the country the worst way, and I make a travel outside there. No one's going to say, yeah, this is a country. It's Liberia. You're going to love your country more than yourself. So that's it. Let's work in the interest of our people. And the president should keep his eyes open. Otherwise, else, your dream, your vision, your no business as usual. Some people already undermine it. You can have the richest country. You dig a soil today and just plant something. 2 days later, you find out that thing is growing. How many countries around the world have this kind of rich soil, this kind of soil we have? The black sand. You go to Babylon today, people will find diamond. We have everything, but we're still crumbling because our leaders. Yeah, man. Someone should distribute that book to all of the schools around, rich country, poor people. Yeah, let the kids read. Go back to save. Let them read. We have everything, you boast of everything. But look at the country. Some of our mountains are all virgins. Yes. God have blessed this land. Liberia is a blessed country. People will just come and take and go. And we'll stay here. Who do we look up to? Our leader. Thank you so much on behalf of the entire team. We'll be back on tomorrow, Wednesday. My name is O'Neil Roberts. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.